Hi everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. Your girl is finally back. I am feeling not 100%, but we're here and today I'm showing you guys this bomb creamy steak fettuccine pasta. Oh my goodness, absolutely delish. Okay, definitely will make this again. So if you want to see how it's done, keep on watching. If you enjoyed today's recipe, don't forget to smash the like button and let's get started. All right, here's what you need to make today's recipe. All of the ingredients will be found in the description box below. If you want to know where that is at, click the title of this video. You will see the description box. All right, I am using minced garlic, unsalted butter for my seasoning. I'm using onion and garlic powder, slap your mama seasoning, creole seasoning, ground black pepper, cream cheese, some cherry tomatoes, fresh spinach, and some Parmesan cheese, as well as some heavy cream. Okay, next we have the steak here. I'm using bone-in ribeye steak. However, you can use boneless. I couldn't find any, so yeah, that's what we're using. I have some thyme. You can use some rosemary as well with fresh garlic. And to season my steak, I'm using onion and garlic powder with ground black pepper with some sea salt. And last but not least, we have the fettuccine pasta. Okay, let's begin. First thing first, I am going to season my steak ahead of time because we want bold flavor here. So to season, I am going to rub some olive oil on the steak. Now I am going to grab my seasoning, and you guys see the seasoning I'm using. Okay, just trust and believe this is going to be bomb, plus of all the fresh garlic and the thyme that I'm going to be adding in there. Of course, if you have rosemary, like I said, you can add that as well. But we're going to be super heavy with the seasoning, okay? Do not play with the seasoning. You have to be extremely heavy. You will be losing some of the seasoning when it's cooking, so that's why we go so heavy with the seasoning. Now that we have our steak nice and well seasoned, we're going to set it aside while we're moving on to our fettuccine noodles. Okay, here I have my pot with about, I don't know, 3-4 cups of water. I am going to add some chicken bouillon in there because you know I gotta come through with that always. Whenever I make pasta, I have to add some chicken bouillon and some salt. Allow it to come to a boil. Once it starts boiling, I am going to add my pasta in there. Now I'm going to let that cook for about 7 to 10 minutes. Usually the timing is on the packaging. This is about 12 ounces of fettuccine pasta. Once it's al dente, you're going to remove it from the heat. Drain out the hot water. Do not pour cold water to your pasta because you are going to prevent the sauce from clinging to your pasta. So don't pour any water. Just let it sit while you get ready to make this beautiful creamy sauce. So to a skillet, I added 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Once that is melted, I am going in with my minced garlic. I'm going to cook the garlic until it started to fragrance a little bit. Then I am going to be adding my tomatoes. I want to kind of release all that tomato juice, tomato flavor a bit. So I'm going to add the tomatoes now. All right, now I'm going to cook my tomatoes for about 2 minutes until you can see it's looking a little bit softer than before. Then you can add your heavy cream. Now that I added my heavy cream, I'm going in with my cream cheese. Oh, this is what's going to make it extra creamy, baby. You gotta have that cream cheese. And also I am going to be adding in break that up. As you can see, it's cold from the fridge. Now I am going to add my Parmesan cheese in there. Now keep in mind, this is creamy. You can make this cheesy if you want. I ain't mad at you. You can, by adding some mozzarella cheese or pepper jack cheese or whatever cheese that you do like. But however, we're going to keep this creamy. Okay, so this is the seasoning. I'm adding onion and garlic powder, ground black pepper, slap your mama. I haven't used that seasoning in a while, so, and some creole seasoning. Basically, if you don't have the creole seasoning and the slap your mama, you can use whatever all-purpose seasoning that you have at your house, because I get a lot of questions about that. So I'm going to add the Parmesan cheese, mix it up together. Now, once it's looking thick like this, it's time to add your spinach, because you don't want to add it too early. You don't want to add it too late, because you don't want to burn all of the vitamins from the spinach, of course. Now I'm going to add the spinach, give it a stir. I know a lot of you guys probably don't mess with spinach. However, I do love me some spinach. If you don't like it, just leave it out. Leave it out, baby. Now is the perfect time for me to add the pasta, so I'm going to add that in. And you guys, can you see how creamy the sauce is looking right now? It's so creamy. So I'm going to add the pasta and give it a nice stir, and I'm going to let this simmer for about 2 to 3 minutes on low, just so the pasta can soak all of that sauce. And basically, it's done. You can eat this by itself. It's so good by itself. It's so delicious. You don't even need any protein. But we eat protein on this channel, so let's get into the steak. This is how I cook the steak, okay? I have a cast iron piping hot right now, okay? It needs to be smoking to have that nice beautiful crust on the steak. So I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon of butter to my cast iron. Once it's melted, I'm going to add the steak, and keep that in mind, it needs to be piping hot. Okay, now is the perfect time for me to add the steak. Okay, just add your steak in. Like I said, this needs to be piping hot, extremely hot. So now I'm going to add the steak. Now it depends on how you like your steak. If you like it well done, medium well, however you like it, cook it to your liking. Me personally, I like it medium well. So this is the cut we're looking for on this one. So I'm going to flip it over. Oh yes, beautiful. This is what I was looking for. So it's looking gorgeous. As soon as you flip it over, you are going to add in your herbs. Okay, you're going to add your crushed garlic with your thyme. If you have rosemary, add that in there as well. And then here's what you're going to do. You're going to baste your steak. You're going to grab a spoon, pick up the butter, the melted butter, just pour it all over the steak while the garlic and the herbs is on top of the steak to release all that beautiful garlicky, herby flavor all over your steak, okay? this right here is a recipe by itself, but I want to come through with showing you guys this complete recipe. Obviously, that's why I show you guys this. But if you want to eat this steak by itself, you can. It tastes so good. It's so juicy. Okay. Now that the steak is nice and done, I am going to remove it from the heat, place it to my cutting board. I'm going to let it sit, just let it rest for about 10 minutes or 7 to 10 minutes. And at this point, you should see the steak releasing lots and lots and lots of juice. Okay? And it's time for you to cut it. So I'm going to cut this beautiful steak, and I cannot wait. Yes, this is the look that I was going for, and yes, I have the beautiful medium well. It looks so good. So now I am going to plate it for you guys. It's very simple. I am going to place my pasta to a beautiful large plate. Ooh, look at the cut, you guys. Beautiful. Now I'm going to place the steak on top of the pasta. Pour all of that juice right back on the steak and sprinkle with some dry parsley. And this is your creamy steak fettuccine pasta. Let me know if you're going to try this out, you guys. You have to try it out, because this right here, if you're a pasta lover like me, you're gonna want to try this. It's so bomb. Thank you so much for watching today's recipe, guys. I appreciate you taking your time to watch this video. I know it's a little longer than usual, and hopefully you try this out for the fam. Hopefully they like it. This is a 10 out of 10 would recommend type of recipe, because it's bomb. If you love pasta, you definitely going to enjoy this. And also, I want to give a big shout out to all of you guys who checked out my last video, because if you watch it, you know I was sick and my husband did the voiceover. A lot of you guys said, oh, bring him back again, which I really appreciate. And I want to give a big shout out to my man, Whip It Up with Jay. If you haven't subscribed to him, he has a YouTube channel as well. The link is below. Go check it out. You're going to love it, because we all foodie fam over here. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Be sure to like this video if you did enjoy it. Also subscribe if you're new. I will see you guys soon on the next recipe. Bye, loves.